This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Cruise Lite Platinum version, model number 171 RBXL. So this is a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? First of all, you have quick drop jacks that drop into place, and then you just crank them tight. Just so you know, from under here you can access the back of the water heater right here, and this is the water heater. Okay, so this works on both gas and electric. So I just want to show you that there's electric rocker switch right here, if you can see that. That controls the electric heating element that's behind that cover there. You also have a gas burner. The switch is inside to control it. And this is where is a 16 6-point socket will remove this drain plug / anode rod, and you can drain it that way. Just make sure if you drain it once you put the plug back in, before you turn on the water heater, make sure you always fill it up first, okay? That's important, obviously. Power awning with LED strip, outside speakers, TV signal here, plus power. Now with the door here, always remember that that awning arm is right there, so the door can interfere with it. So you always want it out on a right angle from the trailer, so you can open and close the awning without it being obstructed. You're getting a hitch with this. It's a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. So we'll show you how that operates when you pick up. Also, you have a deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks full with an automatic changeover regulator. You have a power tongue jack and a kill switch right here for the battery if you want to shut the battery off. Alright, let me open this here. See what we've got in here. Okay, so you have your dump hose here. You have a reducer. You've got cranks underneath there. That is the vent for the range hood. So if you're going to be using the fan to vent to the outside, you always want to open this baffle up here so it flaps freely. Otherwise you can just keep it shut. You have your city water hookup, the most common way to get water to the trailer right here. Just hook up your hose and you're all set. Now if you're camping someplace that doesn't have city water hookup, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. So I'll show you where the switch for the pump is once we get inside. Of course, you have dual axles, 30 amp system with a 30-foot power cord. We give you a reducer to reduce it down to a 20 if you need to. You have your valves here, black and gray. Okay, so we're pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera kit right there. You can see there's also pre-hitched, so you can pre-mounted for a Lippert telescoping ladder kit right there. And this is the black tank flush. After you dump your black tank, you leave the valve open. You can hook the water at the dump station right up to there, turn it on, and it'll spray out the inside of your black tank and clean it out, okay? All right. So let's look inside. So first thing you see is we have a Murphy bed that goes up like so. I'm doing this one-handed here, so it's a little bit awkward. But then you fold your jackknife back up. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. There you go. So it folds back into a couch. So you got a comfortable place to sit. Okay. to unlatch your bed when it's in the down position, you use this latch. Okay. Here is your, this does have a solar panel on it. The button you were conjuring yourself with is this top one on the right. You just keep pushing it, and it'll go through the voltage in the system, which is 13.7. Then you can go next one, which is amp gain from the solar panel to the battery, and then amp hours. Now right now, you can see it's flashing. Let me give it a second to start doing it again. Well, if it starts flashing FUL like it was doing, it's telling you that the batteries are totally charged. There's no room to store any more energy in it. So it'll keep flashing until the amperage level drops in your battery, and then the solar panel will turn back on and start converting sunlight to electricity. Okay, see how it's saying FUL and flashing around? That means just means it's totally topped off. This is a dimmer switch for your, let me do it this way, for your lights. Now I told you have a water pump here, that's where you turn it on. The water pump, you can use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You also can use this to winterize the trailer. Your water heater on gas, right there. I showed you there was a rocker switch outside that controlled the electric heating element. Your power awning, like so. Never leave it out unattended if you're not going to be at the campsite. And of course your solar controller, which I just showed you. Your battery is charged. Fresh water has water in it because we're prepping it. Black is empty, gray is empty. Graduates up in 1/3 increments. Okay? So as we come around here, you have a sound bar, and these all have remotes with them. But the sound bar has FM radio, no AM for some reason, just FM. You have a USB drive here. You have Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or your tablet or whatever. You have HDMI in if you need to go into the system. You have 2 speaker zones here, for one inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So if you can hook your TV up to it if you choose. There's a backer for a TV. You just have to run the wires in the back, but it can be done. Okay. Okay. Another thing is you can drop the tabletop down onto these cleats here, and you can turn this into a bed. This is all your literature and stuff in here. Sorry about the camera work. Sometimes I'm not pointing at what I'm supposed to be doing, but alright, so you have an emergency escape window right here. You just push it all the way through, and then you grab hold of the red tab and pull the screen out. You can escape. These go here, obviously. Your armrests. Okay, that's your furnace down there. The thermostat is over here. You just push the mode button, that's all. So you light it up and you keep hitting the mode button and pick out air conditioning or heat, whatever you want to do. The furnace runs off of LP gas. Of course, the air conditioner runs off 110 AC. Alright. Your keys are hanging right here, so you know that they're right there on the faucet. When it comes to your range, I don't know if he's got gas turned on, but if not, I'll just talk you through it. But he does. So it's that simple. So these 3 knobs here are for the 3 burners. This one here is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark it. This is for your oven. When it comes to lighting the oven, there's a pilot light back there if you can see it. So basically you're going to go to the oven knob and you go to the picture of the flame. You depress it, keep it depressed while you're lighting it. Light the pilot light. Once it lights, you hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you go to that temperature. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light, so you have to relight it each time you use the oven. Okay. And then you have light here and light down there. Okay. Always travel with this in the down position. Of course, this is your range, or your vent, your range hood. I told you to make sure you open that baffle on the outside when you're venting. When you have a light there also. This is your microwave, works like any other microwave. refrigerator is a 12-volt DC refrigerator. So, very simple. Nice big freezer. This device here is your power converter. So this converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged into shore power, you've got these circuit breakers here, 110 AC, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12-volt DC over here. You got all these 12-volt fuses, and they're labeled. And this is a battery charger slash tender. So it's all, as long as you're plugged into shore power, it's going to sense how much energy your battery needs, and it'll always keep it charged. Of course, when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle will charge the battery, and then your solar panel, depending on the conditions outside and the time of day, will also be charging your battery. Okay. All right. So, shower works like any other shower. Sink like any other sink. This is a GFCI. Keep in mind that all the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. Your toilet sits right over a black tank like they always do. There's a flush pedal right there. All right. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. You'll come in here. You'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you'll hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water into your black tank along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry. If you use it dry, it'll get clogged up for sure, and it'll smell really bad. So you always want chemical and water in there. And also there's a fan up here. Right there. Okay? Alright, so I think that covers it. There's one more thing here. It's a carbon monoxide LP gas detector. Oh, that's right here. So, you know, right now it's glowing green. You always want it to be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. Servicing will consist of looking it over, make sure it's hooked up properly. And if it is, then it's still not working, then to change it out. But it's obviously very important. So you want to make sure that that's always working. All right. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. You want to remember to inspect your roof every 90 days. So you go up on the roof or have someone go up there and just look around, make sure there's no cracking or separation where water could get through, make sure there's no damage to the roofing attachments or roofing material that could be caused by, let's say, low branches or road debris. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless you look up there. You can't see it from the ground, so you have to look. You're just protecting your investment. And right now, this is it's still in camping mode. So there's water in the system. So make sure if you're going to take it out and use it, keep it in the summer mode. But cold weather is coming soon, so make sure you winterize the trailer with antifreeze. Okay? Thank you very much.